ba 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 ba. First that there. Da 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 da. Bum 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 ba da dum. Bum bum ba dum. Ba 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 da ba. Ba ba. Ba 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 da da. And now I have chat, I believe. Indeed I do! Which means now I can press... Hold on, let me just quick check my announcements did go through. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. So continue. Now we begin the game. It's great to be for the last time. Steel Samurai. Pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Yo, the game of music. The last one you will ever see. Ba ba. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode, The Dark Messenger returns. So let me guess, the defendant this time will be one of them. You never bring me around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? You don't know the Steel Samurai? Most popular TV hero for young people. Like how young? 10 years old? What are you doing getting all excited about? Only 17. 17, you see? I'm a teen, Nick, not like you, Nick. Don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. He's really cool and he's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. What do you worry about kids these days? Well, Steel Samurai over. Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. Do some clients. On the past since my trial, his murder was the talk of town for some time, but no one paid any attention to Bright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Some big client is just around the corner. Oh, this be it. Nick. Oh, still early. Steel Samurai got arrested. We killed a villain. That's what he's supposed to do on TV. No, I mean, like, he actually did it in real life. He's killed a villain with a samurai spear. That's what we were talking about. It's gonna be over quick, please, Nick. Okay. Mai's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. Samurai Spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was a murder weapon and are investigating further. So Steel Samurai is over, the world is over. And Samurai. Yes, of course, we'll be right there. Okay. Let's go. Go where? They have a Steel Samurai down in the detention center. So I've decided this will be our first case. Okay. Okay. Ba-dum, ba, ba, ba-dum, bum. Go to the detention center. Listen to visitor's room. Yo, that's him. In the flesh. Okay, really him? What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. Powers our client, that's him. Doesn't matter. At least once, maybe twice. Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. Disappointed, aren't you? It's okay, this is real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's kids, you know, I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I guess it didn't matter, so much for dreams. What do I think of Steel Samurai now? The good guy, I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. I don't understand, Maya. What happened? You start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. Only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. Cast had come down for Global Studios for a run-through. Went through a few action sequences. At 10 in the morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. When 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer. Dead. He had been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. A spear that I, the Steel Samurai, uses as a weapon. Say such a thing. He's just a bit out of touch with the world. Going to a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Let's see. Names. Powers Alibi. And where are you on the day of the murder? On morning, I came to the studio at 9 in the morning. I had through some action scenes until the afternoon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. After lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 p.m. I was late for the rehearsal. Hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So you're sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Kids thing. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. Let's go. Willing to bet $10 she asked for his own. She asked for autographs. Okay, back. Move. Studio. Main gate. Number 16, Global Studios main gate. So this is where we make sure it's Steel Samurai. Awesome, aren't you excited? Okay, go for me. Lawyers. I see, as tourists. You'll know the type you heard about the incident and came snooping around yesterday. Something horrible happens and they... Oh god, she... I'm not meant to read this, am I? Yeah, I'm not meant to read this. I'm not pressing anything. My hands are off the keyboard. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. Going to yesterday. Dreams come true. In fact, my younger days. A little twinkle, but the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Really gone downhill, you know. 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Ham was a big star back then too. He was victim dying, the evil magistrate. Been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Watching would lose their lunch. Anyway, he thought that Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. I'm certain that willpower is guilty. What's he guilty? Oh, I know I know everything. That's my job. Hammer. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. But no, I was an extra during filming. 5 years ago, he got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Reason for suspicion. Why you so certain Mr. Powers is a killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here, so if you want to go to the studio you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place, and that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Sure you would say that, he's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's a killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here, move along. Letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This place, obviously. Did he give us anything? No. Go back to detention center. Talk. Security lady. Above security guard at the main gate studio. That security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. You sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let a letter formally requesting my representation. Okay. Hope you'll get my past security lady, okay. And then I'll quick ask him about the alibi. You're not hiding anything from me, are you? Let's do that. You said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. I'm going to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm into this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. On my mum's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe security lady only thought she saw me. Someone wearing the mask, someone nicked the mask and walked in there to, disguised as him to go, haha, bait, haha, baited. It's not him, it's actually some random guy we've not met yet. And then did the murder, left, put the mask back. Present. Have a look at this, it's the request from Miss Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish. Reliable appearance, really. Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here towards the studio. No going to the right, that's the employee area. Inside power, on my instructions. A good detective told me himself. It's in the security guard station. Not bad, okay. Peace, thank you. Oh, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Move. Outside Studio 1. Hey. That confused detective. The prosecutor Edgeworth is still upset, and it's your fault. So sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? He's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. I think you hurt his feelings. I think his feelings are easily hurt. Right, pal, it's not my fault. I don't blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Yeah. Suppose you're right. You two doing it here. You're on a case too, pal. Hi, hey. You can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright? Talk. Investigation. I can tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? Like, an autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Arrest. Magic place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 PM. At the time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 PM. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else. Pal, if you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. That's true. Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Hold on! Hold on. Was it publicly stated that, he died at 2:30? Because if not, how would the security lady know that? And specify between 1 and 2:30? Wouldn't it have made more sense to say between, 1, when you were in there, and, 5 when the recording started? To suck for authority. You gave me a piece of valuable evidence. Slice of evidence. Photo. A photo of a steel samurai heading towards the scene of a crime. Took that. See the camera up on the gate panel? Yeah. Walks by the camera, automatically snaps a photo of them. Evidence, we're finished. Doesn't look too happy. Ah, you seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, go wherever you like, of course. You're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Let's go, we've got a free pass for place. Now we've got a chance to check things out. Doing? Yeah, nothing there. Let's go check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. It looks kind of busted. Your strong ass didn't head broke off. It took the tree down with it too. The case. Get tired of standing around too, pal. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you. So I think all I can really do here is not move. I think we gotta go back to the main gate. And then, yeah, Nick, look, the security ladies in the gas station stopping a fish of donuts. Yes, all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough. She doesn't need to teeth to chew them. Anyways, how's this good to get? I'm giving that photo to Detective Gumshoes. Talk. Photographic proof. More funny to talk over the detective himself. It's important, you know. Just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that we took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. The guard station is in such a position, no matter where you go here. He always hold back in his old bag. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hannah, he went to studio just at 1 PM. What happened right around 2:30, you see? The only one I've seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. I think this is it. I think she's one that did it. Yeah, good one, Sonny. I was joking. Because I mean, she could be lying. She could have seen other people. She could and she could have deleted or removed the evidence of any other one passing through, or she could have done it herself. So I think she either did it, or she's an accomplice like Pink person from Thingy. He was that man. He was a bitch samurai. Yes, he shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. That took pretty hard. Who can blame him? Excuse camera? Oh yes, camera. Automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate. See, snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. From every day before I go home. Employee area. Nick, this is where they can do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the mode, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay. In the dressing room. Liberal Studios dressing room. This is where he was sleeping, or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. I actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? There's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Examine. Regular suits and a monk. Monk costumes. Those must be his own clothes. We're wearing one of. Okay, here we go. Looks like someone's sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Yep. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Maybe Powers' bag. Hey, don't have that. Employee card key, that must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean borrow. Okay, yep. I can still interact with it. Not since I Powers' bag. Training. Okay, no. So, yeah, I think we now just leave. We move back to the employee area. Then we go back to main gate. We move and we go to outside Studio 1. We examine. Go here. But right, we are in indeed. To have someone visiting a crime scene. And now we move inside Studio 1. What is it? Oh god, all of a sudden, doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the magistrate did die here. The still samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds really real to me. Yeah. Okay. We examine this. I like where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing wound would leave at least a few bloodstains. Guess just costume must have absorbed most of it. Sus? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Sorry, it's got this out there. Okay. Hey, look, that's a chair the director sits in. Always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! More trouble than I thought. So, I'm not really getting anything from this, am I? Okay, so that's a reflecting light. Call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during films. Oh, what? What's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I don't want to be the director or maybe Steel Samurai. She's being serious. Jeez. Wow, look at the camera. That must have cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Something I thought. Hey, you. No touching that. Kinda, you know. No, we don't know. Who are you? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. You're always representing Mr. Willpowers. Oh, you Willpowers people. Willpower WP, I get it. Don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never had a fly, he has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Okay. Talk. Day of the crime. You just remembered how this case turns out, and believe me, you're in for a ride, especially in the later parts. Okay. Did you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yeah, so I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff at the UC. One assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now, and yesterday was only before our action sequences. Money went through the action sequences in the employee area of WP, and Hammer were there along with everyone else. Oh yeah, and there's old bag there. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. Leading lunch home as Hammer went to Studio 1, and I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay. So she supports his alibi pretty well there. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I won't get in there. I just had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? No. I'm sure you're a funny girl. I'm sorry. So once we're getting information of Powers' alibi. Nick, we haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. No, you're busy. Not really. There's been something bothering me. Okay. Talking about a clue, a lead. Don't know that, but the day just afternoon I said someone was here. Several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Wait, if someone had to come in here, wouldn't that security let even notice them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. Old lady be sus. A lot, anything helps. Let's put the security lady on the spot. Someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio. Yes, I think. Got it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? Someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. We go outside Studio 1. We go to the main gate. Still here, really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. So now we don't want to move, we want to talk. Why was that so difficult to go? Talk, assistant's claim. Suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. Here at 1 PM, correct? That's the only time Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. The other opportunity is he came earlier before she got in. And then just waited it out. Are you sure you were watching the whole time? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky head cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? Just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee. Are you young and... Oh god, now she rambles and I'm not gonna read this. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can do without her looking over our shoulders. Examine. Security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it in there. I can see it's a computer that runs security cameras. Okay. The studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. God, I'm so tired. Move to outside Studio 1 again. I will talk. Not talk. I move. Hello, Firewall. It's nice to see you. I'm struggling to keep awake, but I'm on the most part. I'm doing all right. Go inside Studio 1. Yeah, I wonder if the security lady got mad at the assistant. That's definitely a possibility. Oh no, the old bag chapter. Move. I don't want to move. I think old bag did it. I think she did it. Assuming I can't do anything here. Okay, what's this? Must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's not. Check the ladder. Oh wait, I need to check the ladder again? Oh, I already did that. Yeah, look, a ladder, a step ladder. So, yeah, and then it says you need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions. Yep. Or a step ladder, yep. Okay, go outside Studio 1. So, nothing here. Is there anything new here? No. Can't say anything more to Gumshoe. Wait, we don't do this. Because these tiny memes, fair enough. I mean, it's just a funny quote. It reminds me of. Hold on a sec. Let me find a thing real quick. I'll just play the audio, but you'll get the You'll get it just from the audio alone, so it's not a big deal. Knuckles is a feminist.
It all comes down to this one penalty kick. Can the young woman break the glass ceiling and prove once and for all that a female can be just as good an athlete as a male?
You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender rules, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by implying that this is an exception and not the status quo. What? Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a feminist.
Richard Trilogy, every game has a part in which characters argue about ladders and step ladders. I see. Anyway, examine maybe? Do I need to examine anything else? I can examine the gate. Studio, there was a big scene here yesterday which the onlookers pressing up against the gate. Okay. You know, right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios, okay. Back, move. Do we go back to the employee area? Examine. Get some rest for the inside. It's only 7 PM. I just kind of like, you know when you get hit with some wave of like sleepy? And it's just something you need to shake off. There's a key. That's why they keep all the film equipment. It's alright, okay. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Can we analyze? I'll just gather around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus a steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a bug. Yeah, but head, second stomach, just for steaks. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can... Okay, yep. So we move. I'll go back to the dressing room. Examine. Check that, check that, check that. Oh, we can check this. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Using Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And look. How can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I'm kind of like samurai movies. It's a T-bone steak. Oh god. Pain. Ah, what do I do? Because I remember seeing the quote like, oh, now Old Bag's gone, we can explore in that. But nothing new's opened up. Do I go back to detention center? I'm trying to keep you awake. Thank you. Thank you, Firewall. Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning. Right. It takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by, and it took a picture of Will Powers. Okay. Is it working? Yeah, I guess so. Ask about the photograph. Okay. Oh well, let's try again later. Move. So, I was right, we do have to go back. Now we go back to the studio. And from studio we go to outside studio 1. Then we talk to... That's right. What do I do? Well, hold on. Just gonna do one thing real quick. Go to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. And the camera ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay. So go back. No. No, we'll go back to the main gate. We'll examine this. Okay, that runs studio security cameras. Oh yeah, and then we can look at it from there, yeah. Try it. Let's enter a few numbers. Let's see, first name of the date of murder. The camera turned on at 1 PM that day. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Security camera. I think it was 703. You got the number wrong. Camera number again. I mean, if we just keep doing it, we'll eventually get it. Right now it's 50-50. Right. 307? Yep. Get out day. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's clearly not him. Yeah, that's clearly not him. Yeah, just because it's a suit doesn't mean it's that person. Look at the legs. No, that's just it. That's definitely the security lady. That's definitely Oldberg. Some more photo data from that day. Is anyone on the computer? Yeah, and there's other stuff missing. You got a graph? What do you mean I got a graph? That was at 2 PM. And if there was... If that's the only thing there that infers, since there's a second one, there's missing data. So, there's been a removal of evidence, or a deletion of evidence. I just realized I still need to update my schedule. Oh, still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Like I'm saying, Nick. Let's go, Nick. To be continued. About Samurai, yeah. October 18th, 10 in the morning, District Court, Room number 4. Yo, it's Edgeworth again! Dr. Mr. Will Powers. Prosecutor ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. So the court that at 2:30 PM on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Well, I can call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Why do we keep trusting Gumshoe? Brief the entire case for the court. Explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, you see? Here's the employee area. The access to the run-through of the action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady who works at the studios was here at 1 PM on that day. Past the security station, there's the gate, see? Past there are the studios. Here is Studio 1. That's the scene of the murder where the body was found. Day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. Production staff were in the employee area until morning. At lunch, victim Jack Hammer went to Studio 1. Right after that, 1 PM, the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, at 5 PM. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 PM. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Because he's the only person in Ace Attorney universe who has normal clothes. But if he's the only one who wears if everyone else wears like wacky clothes, surely his normal clothes wouldn't be considered weird. You got it like that. Normal is seen as a majority, and if he's the only one, then that makes him a minority, not the majority. And the majority is typically what is considered normal. So listen to this whole thing again. Skip it. What murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. This case is quite simply if you ask one question. That question is, what does security lady at the guard station see? The security officer to the stand. Witness declare her name. You handsome fellow, I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh dear, no need for you to be embarrassed, just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie, just call me Grandma. Okay. We don't care. She does this a lot, huh? Which witness is talkativeness? Objection sustained. Refrain from rambling on the stand. Good part, dearie. We can get to the testimony. Witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. To get to the scene of murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. We begin your testimony. Hell of an old back. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. Poor Oldhammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 PM when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 PM. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. You saw a defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. So you can run through this into the morning. I'll press on this. This question. I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing. Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? So they all escaped, didn't I? I did my job. I should see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hannah's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. See, it's still Samurai run-through too. You can quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Good idea. Anyway, it was 1 PM when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Just a mean place to reserve, man. What time to hold it? Who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. And don't get skivvied or don't get skivvied on the bunch. I'll tell you who it was. So, Mr. Powers. What happened? I'm guessing this is a weapon. Yup! Examining the old bag. No! Let me get it straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. Saying since yesterday what you saw Powers, correct? I watched until the end of trial when I'll watch Little Z because they saw him and I'll come back. Okay. That's my witness, right? Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. The Neo won't teach you any sense on it. Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can. Well, I mean, I wonder. Mr. Powers does play the role of a Steel Samurai. But, that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that, I wasn't born yesterday. Accusing you of that, Miss Witness. I'm calling her old back, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? We never actually learned old back's real age, so I say he's either 69 or 666 years old. Nosy old man, of course I have proof. What? Huh? And with a surprise, I'd like to ask the witness. Make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, to the photo of the young detective. You told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. Didn't even give it a second look. Left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Tell me about your proof then. Mania photo. Okay. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. My bag is like 40. Oh yeah, easy. He sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. See, he's dragging his leg. See his leg. Clearly, see his leg. See, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Phoenix killed the victim due to him stealing his Fortnite Travis Scott x Mr. Beast Borgo. Oh yeah, easy. I already knew it, Ollie. Don't worry. I'm very big brain, and I already predicted that. His ankle, very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Way younger or way older than they actually are. True. Because he's hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay, so I just need to press her. Right. For all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. Dwarf has met his match. Press on the run through. Well, let's see, those powers, he was a steel samurai, the poor old hand of the evil magistrate. And me. What are you doing? Observing, just observing. About the assistant. Off moving backdrops around and stuff, so she didn't see him run through them. Okay. He's supposed to be the steel samurai, what a laugh. Wow, sprained his ankle. How to make it better for him, of course. Guess where? Just gonna skip over that part, shall we? Continue your testimony. Big mess. Sure did. His own samurai spear. Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it. A significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. One thing that bothers me, which is, where's the steel samurai costume now? True! You couldn't find it. We were looking low. Anyway, that's not important. Witness did see the steel samurai, yes? It's clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Suppose that's right. You sure you... Oh, you're sure. Object. We have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. That has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. No, Your Honor. I need to ask twice. Will Powers, no one else went there. If we had, I would have seen them. Outside the studio, then it would have to be Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I'm just gonna press, this statement. Pretty sure. quite sunny. Nobody suspicious looking past by the door. Suspicious looking, right? Guard station. Room 4, 1 PM. It was in the employee area before then. And I looked at the locked main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, and I would have seen them. You know what I mean. Eggs have a way of skipping over important details after all. For the matter, entirely forgetting. Sometimes you want to look for, something for you to look forward to, perhaps. The company sends his fellow officers food. Fondness for donuts. What evidence do I have? What I'll do... I'll try this because it's October 15th, photo number 2. That's the bit I'm trying to pull out. It worked! Let's go! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. Photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And then you'll head from a hole in the ground. If you're doing the guard station records all security cam data. Studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Remember, on the back of the photo are the printed words October 15th, 2 PM, photo number 2. Really funny. About 2. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo number 2. 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask a witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to security. Only someone with access to security lady herself. The man whippersnapper, as I saw that too, was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Oh yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Explain this to the court. These newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. I don't know what this means either. You're a whipsnap too. Top bag. Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Yes, I suppose you can put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. The person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one more important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Salt bag, and this is the first I've heard of this. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. I never expected this. Person. It's easy to tell me what isn't suspicious looking. You can tell by looking at the faces for the most part. I'll show my soul back. Looking Will Powers photo, did I? Just missing the point. You erased. A fanboy. He's real freaks if you ask me. I get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about, one was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, you must know there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The gate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They're freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Photo you erased. It's a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Ba 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 ba. 2 people passed by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. The children went in the costume, and that's why it was dragging. It's like, you know that one trope in like films in there where twins stack on top of each other to look like in whatever, and they put like a coat around so you can't see their face and all that. That's what this is. That's what this is. And that's why the leg was being dragged. And then they took the costume because they thought, oh, yo, this is sick. And then they killed Thingy. But they're kids, and they thought they're just playing about. This is a complete accident. They were just like, oh yeah, we want to be like this guy on the TV. They snuck in through the grate. They got the costume. They walked about. They were playing about with it, and stab. And that's what happened. And if not impossible for a young boy to wield that samurai spear. Quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind, so I erased the data. him a suspect, yeah. They're already trying to unsuspect him. On the defense and the prosecution to consider new information. And no for getting violent. Okay. Yeah, tell me straight. Were you ready in your dressing room? Studio is sleeping, honest. So who was this Steel Samurai in that security vote? It was small children. How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. Well, you should take better care of your stuff. I can imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Anyone likely suspect? You're the only likely suspect right now. What are you going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. Then it'll take so long to shoot us down, we can get another day. I think we might lose on the spot. Very optimistic. Not optimistic at all, actually. Let's go. He's just saying like that. Welcome, reconvene for trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? Simple. Nothing has changed. Other people who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. Court provided guilty for defendant Mr. Will Powers. This agrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime. Mind, however, be aware this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. Accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. If the stakes weren't high enough. Seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright. Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. Murder weapon was with the Steel Samurai. Can I do as I want? Excuse me, lady. It has to be the lady. Taking a look in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. Only one person other than Powers and a hammer who knew about the injury. What? Whippersnapper? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Is this true or back? Let's miss all back to you. Any guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself, in other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into a studio, won the scene of the murder. Oh, shoot. Are we back? You should go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume. Neither camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in the costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. Some deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby! Woo! That's odd, isn't this? Where Edgeworth prounces. You jump on up with an objection and some new damning evidence. No meaningful objections at this time, yo! Is that it? Do something. What's my move? Maybe that's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further! Same reasoning that makes Mr. Power a subject, in this case, can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. Oh, hammer. The house lacks a clear motive too. That did it. Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. As we went to the studio, the one whose photo I erased. That doesn't matter. At that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Is it to be nice to kids and mean to your elders? They whip us. I have proof. Indeed. Let's see, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. It's a card key! Scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? Would the witness care to comment on this? Speechless, this has to be a first. The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out what more about your witness. Miss Wendy, what was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. You sit here while you run off barking at the wrong tree to me. I'm talking. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is all this about? You made something from your testimony. Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend that they hadn't been to studios on that day. But if you're going to keep accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Have you been listening? You told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. You know on the murder. Said they had nothing to do with it, see? I'll hold it. This old bag was trial for murder. Nothing to do with it. They gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I mean, just keep pressing these statements. Actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I swear it. So sweet for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Okay, but kissing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Them. Who are these people? Director and the producer for starters. May not have done a run-through of the actions without a director. Of course. But you're surprised no one asked about it. Who are these people? In the morning for the run-through, he joined the procedure around lunchtime. We had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. How's the Studio 2? Guide map, here it is. Fallen over. Mr. Wright, would you like to continue with cross-examination? Questions, but... cross-examination? I'm moving to for an old one mag, she likes to be 6 months. Information can. I'll just keep pressing every statement I can. That's right, by the studio and TV bigwigs no less. About this. Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Who are these people? They've been produced for starters. We should know something fishy. How could they? Hold on, let me just quick check my mic's on. Because I'm kind of worried about this. Okay, it is on. And now it is on. Okay. Okay. Of course! Like that too, so where are these people? We've already run through all of this. His head was falling over. That's right, we'd like to continue. I'll do one more bit. And I'll do this, and then if it's wrong, then I'll just do it again. Okay, yeah. Take a break. Learn now what others at Global Studios on the day in question. Director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they've not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather information, and the information about these judges and about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Right, I was right to ask you to defend me. Going to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. Look at that, just who was in that steel samurai costume. Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look like I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to make the pressure or take pressure off Mr. Powers. I feel kind of sorry for her. When she wasn't winning any points in there without my activation. Let's get down to the studios. Was it you soon? Thanks guys. To be continued. Will we save here? In which case, I'm gonna end stream here. And I'm going to play Genshin, and then I'm just going to chill, maybe watch some anime for a bit. We will finish this later on in the week, and I'm going to decide what my schedule's going to be this week. Have a great day, night, or evening, wherever you're going to be. I will see you all tomorrow for Monkey Ball or Smash. I'll decide later. Monkey Ball probably, though. Take